Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and day 11 of Inktober. If it's your first time popping onto this channel, I'm Kelly. I make art videos and art related content on this channel, and Inktober is a month-long collaboration with Courtney Hurst Art and Illustration. We are posting daily videos, and at the end of each video, there's going to be a word of the day that you can comment in the comment section to be entered in our giveaway that we are going to be doing in live stream format on November 3rd. And there's going to be over 40 winners in total. So if you guys would like to participate in that, just keep a lookout for our daily videos and then comment the word of the day in the comment section to be entered. I also want to let you guys know that due to the stress of trying to release our videos at the same time, Courtney and I have decided to kind of just work on our videos and post them when we can. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channels and have your bell notifications turned on so you can keep up to date with everything. Okay, so now that that is out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about this piece. And the theme of today's Inktober drawing is obviously Red Riding Hood, as the title suggests. I was going to try to read the Grimm's story to you guys, but I decided against it just because I don't like the way that it's written is so old school, and I kept tripping over my words and everything, so I decided to just kind of talk about the piece and the way that I wanted to go with it. Partly because there's so many retellings of this story that I think everybody just kind of has their favorites. And for the sake of time, I just wanted to not have to keep re-editing the voiceover so I could get this video out for you guys today. I am a little bit more behind than I usually am, so I just kind of wanted to talk about the piece and the way that I wanted to go with it, and just kind of take you guys along on my mindset and my process today. So my favorite retelling of Red Riding Hood, I'm not even sure if it's like a retelling, like the Grimm's fairy tale version is very, very close to the nursery rhyme without all the gore, or with the gore. And my favorite kind of iteration of this story is based off the movie Red Riding Hood with Amanda Seyfried, or whatever her last name is. And I also really like the Once Upon a Time version of Red Riding Hood, to where Red Riding Hood is kind of actually the wolf. And I love to see that version of the story told. And I was really excited to work on this piece today. And despite being excited to work on this piece today, it did give me a little bit of trouble because I didn't have a whole lot of time to work on the sketch, and I do feel like it's the cape versus the legs are a little unproportioned, but after I didn't realize that till after I started coloring the cape in, so I just had to kind of stay with what I had. And I mean, overall, I don't really think that it's bad. I just think that it could have been improved upon if I had more time. And that's another thing that I'm really noticing, is that with all these pieces, like I'm impressed with what I'm able to do in the short amount of time, but I'm also kind of really wondering what they would look like if I had more time. So I'm definitely going to play with some of these pieces in the future and maybe kind of redo them in a full colored version or watercolor or things like that, maybe even gouache or colored pencil, that kind of thing. So with this piece, I thought it would be really cool to kind of just have her walking through the snow in like a really wintry forest scene with her bare feet. Her human bare feet, and in the snow I wanted it to have like wolf prints. And I also picked the wintry kind of scene partly because I felt like her red cape would stand out so much more. So that was kind of like my thought process while I was trying to put together this composition. I am very happy with the results. You will also notice that I have I'm trying to do like a different framing technique, to where it's just kind of like a rounded, like something that you would see in an old storybook style kind of illustration. So I just put masking fluid around around my image there, and I really like the end result of it when I pull it off. It looks so cool on paper, and I'm really excited to see this piece in the art book in the future. So I'm really excited to see how this is going to fit in the art book with all the other pieces. You will also notice that something I did do is once I had the background in and her legs done, I did take some more masking fluid and then went around to where the cape was. So just in case the red got a little bit out of the lines as I was working, it wouldn't mess up the background, which is something I'm definitely going to be using in the future. I'm not just going to be using the masking fluid to protect my subject from the background. I think it's going to be a really nice tool for me to use in future pieces and just kind of like save some of the areas that I don't want to change or have any extra color on or anything like that. So I'm happy with the result of that too. I did have to go in and do some touch-ups, but I was overall very happy with using that method. I also wanted to take a minute to let you guys know that I am doing behind the scenes stuff on my IGTV channel, which is connected to my Instagram, and all my social media links will be linked in the video description below. So if you do want to see some of the behind the scenes actions and some of my favorite supplies that I'm using, the scanner that I have, and some of the drawing process, hop over to my Instagram and you can check all of those out. I also want to let you guys know that I did use white gouache by Winsor & Newton for this piece, and I have to say that I do not think that, I mean, like, it worked well enough, but I would prefer to use some white ink. But the one that I have, it has like a blue tinge to it. So if any of you can recommend a nice opaque white ink for me to use, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm obviously doing some research, but it's always nice to hear another artist's perspective, especially somebody that has actually used the product. So let me know if you guys have any suggestions for that in the comments as well. So I want to take another minute just to kind of thank you guys. There's such wonderful comments in the comment section nowadays, and some of you are totally cracking me up with your wordplay on the word of the day comments that you're leaving, and I am just having so much fun with you guys down in the comments. It is getting a little harder for me to respond to everybody, so if I don't get to you right away, know that I will respond to you at some point when I do have downtime. The kids are home and stuff in the afternoon, so it's a little hard for me to reply until they go to bed. I have not decided if I want to make prints of this piece yet, so if you guys do want a print of that, I guess let me know that in the comments as well. There's going to be a lot of comment action today. The word of the day is also pinned in the comment section, so make sure you comment that word for your chance to be entered in the giveaway on November 3rd. If you guys are still hanging in there with the Inktober challenge, congratulations to you, day 11. I mean, it's such a big accomplishment. Here is the finished piece. Make sure you guys like this video. If you did like it, subscribe, hit the bell, and do all those funky things. The collaboration playlist is on your screen. Don't forget to pop over to Courtney's channel, and I'll see you tomorrow.